So I want to do a quick video here on this laser I put on. I milled for years without one, and I don't know how I did. So it's really useful. It saves me a lot of time. I know a lot of guys say they're not worth the time, but I sure like mine. I did not get the Woodmizer option. They wanted a little too much money for that one, so I just got a cheap one online. You can get them on eBay or Amazon or anything. I got this one from a company in Canada. So then I just bought a 65-pound magnet from Lowe's, and took me a piece of angle iron and just kind of bent it to the right angle, and then ran my wire right along, shot it in the bottom of the box right here, and wired it up to the toggle switch. Just found a hot wire inside the box in the ground, and put my toggle switch there. You honestly don't even hardly need a toggle switch because it's always on. But and then yeah, you can adjust, because it's just on a magnet. You can twist this thing all over, and it's pretty easy to adjust. And once you get it adjusted, it just kind of stays right there unless you bump it. I wouldn't use this as my exact guide for, but it just gives me a really good idea when I'm starting out my log. So what I do is I get it centered on the biggest end of the log. So this log I have on here, the biggest side is up here. So I'll just take my mill up and down and until I'm centered right on the log. So you can see there, I'll just get this thing about dead center there, and then I just eyeball down that laser and look down on that end, and I can see that I just lift my toe board up or down, whichever way it needs to go, to where that laser is dead center of the log all the way down. And then I know my log is centered, and I also can just go look right up here, and I can see the center of my log is at 7 inches. And then that's where I can start working backwards from there to where I want my first cut. So yeah, this laser saves me a lot of time, where before I would come here before I had the laser, and I would measure to where I was. I'd kind of get a good idea. So that's about 12 inches there. And then I would come down to this side, do the same thing, make sure that it's about centered, which you can, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it is about centered on right at 7 inches there. And then I would know I'm about right. It really helps a lot when you're edging too. You can just kind of get an idea of where your first cut should be. So, yep, I don't know if that helps you much or not, but